Hello everyone, my name is Adam, and this will be my first NHL gameplay commentary. This is the demo that came out about 2 hours ago, and it's about probably my fourth game. I'll start off by saying I'm from British Columbia, so I am indeed a Canucks fan, always will be. And so I'm just going to talk about my first impressions. The new face-off camera is pretty neat. I find it's easier to win the face-offs because in NHL 10 I used to, I still do use the ice view, and sometimes it's tough to see the puck drop. But I feel like my face-off percentages are a lot better now. So I'm playing as the Blackhawks, and the game, well, you start off the demo, you only play one period in it, sims the first two, and I got lucky and got a big lead off the start. So obviously I dominate this team, but I'm gonna start off by talking about the new physics engine, because that's the biggest improvement over this year, or over last year's game. Start off by saying, if you play as a small 5'7" guy that's 150 pounds in NHL 10, you will get rolled over in this game because the physics actually act like they do in real life. If you have a big guy like Chris Pronger, you're gonna roll over Patrick Kane. Even though a few times I've played the demo, I've rolled people over with Patrick Kane, but that's pretty rare. I usually play online team play in NHL 10. So I'm not really used to controlling everyone, but I will say some of the glitches from NHL 10 are back. Say you're with a left-handed player and you cut across from the right, across the middle, wrist shot top left, that has gone in numerous times for me. And I've also hit the post a few times in this game. Oh, and here you get to see my first fight, which the controls are the exact same. I don't know if you can block or not. It looks like you can from the computer. And I just pound them. I usually lose fights in online team play, but in general, I feel the passing in this game is super slow. But I also feel like they added new quick deeks, and those seem super effective. Especially if you're like Simon Gagne, you'll see him dangle me a few times just with those new quick deeks. You may have seen him. My previous video that I just uploaded, it's penalties, like as I just get here. That's the second penalty I've been called for in like about 4 games, 3 or 4 games, and it's kind of ridiculous, even though this was clearly a penalty. The hit you saw before in my previous video was obviously should have been called. So yeah, the computer's all over me here on this power play, and I break out. And I take it in. I try to do some NHL 10 stuff that works. I've been experimenting to see what works and what doesn't. And so far, most of the NHL 10 stuff does, except getting around defenders is really tough so far. Let's see here. Shorthanded here, and I scored just like that. And now you can do your own custom celebrations here. So what you can do is, after you score with your guy, you can skate around with him for, I guess, a limited amount of time. And you can hit, I guess it's just, so far I've seen it's one of the 4 face buttons. And you can either do you can dive, I think you can like raise your knee and raise your arms and skate on one leg. Kind of stuff like that. But I think my favorite one that I'll be using the most is diving into the other team's net after you score. After the whistle stuff has gotten, you skate around a lot slower, and it doesn't seem like it's going to be as dumb as it was in NHL 10. The goalies in general this year, they still feel kind of jankety, but I would say the cross-crease stuff is going to be a lot less because the passes are a lot slower. I don't know if it's just because I've been passing with people that can't pass very well, but oh, here I come in on a breakaway and tried my favorite NHL 10 move, and I get stoned. Shorthanded breakaway. Should have put that home, but still trying out different stuff. The presentation stuff has been pretty solid so far from what I've seen. Pretty much same announcers from last year. The skating in this game feels quite different as well. You feel like your body actually has mass this year. Like you really feel the movements in. I've been trying this. There's a slap shot glitch you might know from NHL 10. It's where you kind of start on the left. If you're left-handed, if you start on the left and skate to the right and do a slap shot top right. That hasn't worked for me yet, but I haven't tried it that much, so we'll see about that. The demo features a play for the cup mode, which I'm playing right now, and then it features the EA Sports Ultimate Hockey Team, which I have not tried out. I'll probably do another commentary of that after I get done recording this. Hopefully it seems pretty cool. I hear it's like an online dynasty or something that like NCAA has had. Also, they still feature online leagues, which I guess this is it, except a dynasty, which I kind of hope it is. Brent Seabrook almost feels like a. This is getting kind of random, but Brent Seabrook almost feels like a forward in this game, which I guess he is an offensive defenseman. So maybe the offensive defenseman type might dominate again, like it did in NHL 10. What I used to do is just roll with. Oh, that's a sick angle. And what I used to do is just be an offensive defenseman and just play center and boost up my faceoffs, and I could still hit. I could do everything faster than any other class, which was kind of ridiculous. Soundtrack seems pretty good this year. Some notable names that I can't think of right now, but it's pretty. NHL's been solid pretty much every year except for Nickelback and Black Tide of We Are the Warriors, or it's called Warriors of Time, I think. Either way, there'll probably be one song like that this year. So after you win or lose, there's like a 3-minute. So like a 3-minute cutscene of you celebrating getting the Stanley Cup, the Conn Smythe, all that stuff, and you cannot skip it. So after every single game, which of course you only play one period. Oh, there's me getting rocked. You'll see another hit right here. New physics engine playing huge in this game. But yeah, you'll see that cutscene over and over again. You get sick of it. So what I just do is go to the dashboard and just hop right back in, since it takes no time to load. And another breakaway, and I don't hold it on my backhand, and I get burnt for it. So yeah, this demo just came out on 360, as I said, 3 hours ago. And if you can't find it and you're watching this like really recently, just go to game demos and go to all, browse all, and go down to NHL 11. That's the only place I could find it. So I'd like to thank you. I'd like to thank you for watching, and see you in the next commentary.